Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Our group will be presenting on space exploration, and our group consists of FIERAAS, HAMIZIE and Khalif. So first of all is the historical development of solar system model. The first model is the geocentric, which geo means Earth and centric means center, which means the Earth is at the center of the solar system, while all the other planets, including the Sun, revolve around it in circular orbit. Ptolemy is a great astronomer, astrologer, and geographer. The second one is the heliocentric model, which helio means the Sun and heliocentric is the center. Now means the Sun is at the center of the solar system, while all the other planets revolve around in still circular orbit. So Copernicus was a Polish astronomer, mathematician, economist, as well as a doctor. The last one is Kepler, which modified the heliocentric model according to his law, which meant the Sun becomes at one common focal point, while all the other planets revolve around it in elliptical orbits.
So now we'll be moving on to subtopic 10.2, development of technology and its application in space exploration. So let's move on to the first time in the 11th century, Chinese invented gunpowder and used it in primitive rockets during battles. Nextly, in 1609, the first telescope ever used in the field of astronomy by Galileo Galilei. Next, in 1957, the first ever satellite, USSR Sputnik 1, was introduced. 1961, the first ever human to orbit the Earth is from Russia, which is Yuri Gagarin aboard the USSR Vostok 1. In 1969, the first ever human to step foot on the moon, as we know, Neil Armstrong, on US Apollo 11. In 1973, the first Jupiter flyby by US Pioneer 10. In 1981, the first flight of the US space shuttle named Columbia. Next, in 1989, the first ever Neptune flyby by US Voyager 2. In the year 1990, the US launched Hubble Space Telescope from Space Shuttle Discovery. In the year 1996, Malaysian satellites MEASAT 1 and 2 are officially launched. Nextly, the year 2000, Malaysia's first ever microsatellite Tiungsat 1 launched. The year 2002, our National Space Agency was established. And lastly, in the year 2011, the construction of the International Space Station was completed.
So we're moving on to application of technology in space exploration and their importance. So first of all is space telescope. Also, we look at sextant. It's used to measure the altitude of a star. And we look at Galileo telescope. It becomes the most widely used astronomical tool. And then we look at SPCD space telescope, which detect activity in distant outer space. And then we look at radio telescope, used to detect radio wave from outer space. The next one are rocket. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's also widely used in space exploration. Okay. And then third one is satellite. It is for getting a signal for TV network and a place for astronauts to live in space temporarily. Fun fact, the first satellite, Sputnik 1 by the Russian, was sent into space in 1927, the same year as the Malaysian Independence Day. Okay, so we look at space probe, a spacecraft that gathers information and sends it back to Earth. Pretty cool, right? Okay, and then we move on to remote sensing. It is a method of collecting and recording information remotely. So we look at all of the sections, and the section 1 is agriculture. It is to track down suitable agricultural development. And then next one, section 2, geology, to track down locations such as mineral resource, mass depletion and land depletion. Okay, we look at section 3. We look at the picture. It's a 2004 tsunami in Indonesia. Very sad. It is to identify pollution and forest burning. So the last one is section 4, defense. It is to detect the intrusion of enemies, ship, aircraft and vehicles. In conclusion, we as a humanity has accomplished a lot of things, and yet we still need to explore the whole universe. This is a great example that God is the most powerful and the creator of everything. May God bless your life. That's all from us. Thank you.